Gemini, this is for you for the year 2020. So, with your reading, the Justice card came out first thing, and that's letting me know that this year you're really focusing on being true to yourself and being fair to yourself. You're looking at your circumstances and saying, am I being fair to me? I'm giving this much to this person I'm dating, or to this situation, giving a lot of time to this job when I really want to be opening up my own business. And you're really looking at what's fair to you. And then walking away from everything that isn't that. Anything that is making you give to it more than what it deserves, or more than what it's giving to you in return. You're also really focused on your emotional well-being. Some of you are planning on taking trips this year. You're planning on traveling. And you're making room for you to have a good time. You're not punishing yourself this year at all. You're looking at how you can enjoy your future. So I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you guys to see what's going on. You're really embracing with your mutable energy, being the magician, being able to change your life. You know the power that your thoughts have. You know the power that you have, Gemini, and you're working on using all of that this year up to your own positive benefit. So the World in Reverse came up for you, and this is just signifying that in the past, even in this year, in 2020, you might be feeling like you are maybe financially not able to move forward the way that you would like. You feel like you're not, there's something that's keeping you from moving forward, or some limitations that you're facing this year. But you're not letting those limitations get in your way. With the Magician card upright, as well as with the Justice card, you're seeking freedom within these limitations, which is great. That's the best way that you can move forward. With the Strength card, you're really coming into this year, wow, you have like 4 major arcana cards. Yeah, 4 major arcana cards. And you're coming into this year emotionally focused. You're coming into this year with positive energy and with emotional strength and positivity. You're using your mind to your own benefit. You're knowing that you can make it through, and that whatever you want for you pretty much is possible. So, okay, so I'm seeing that a lot of the strength that you have now came from relationships that didn't work out. It also came from negative decisions that you made in the past that you learned from. You really took the time and asked yourself some hard questions and sat down with yourself and figured out where you made mistakes, where you messed up in the past, and what relationships weren't working for you. You've had conflicts in the past also with people. And from this, what you've really been able to learn is your own positive traits. You've really taken from this what your strengths are. You haven't let anyone get you down, even those who were negative in your life. The King of Chalices is here in reverse. So you did have some people that were trying to drain you, but you're distancing yourself from those people. You're not letting anybody make you feel emotionally drained. Yeah, they were trying to pull you into their drama, but you stepped out of that. You stepped away from it. And with the Lovers card upright, for some of you, this might mean that you're going to encounter a long-term or a committed relationship this year, maybe around your birthday, around May. But for others of you, this means that you're really working on loving yourself. You're appreciating yourself and all that you are. And you're not letting anyone else's negativity, drama get in the way of that. You're really in touch with your intuition, your emotions right now, and that's guiding you. That's why you're able to feel so empowered this year, because you know deep down what's best for you, and you're accepting nothing but that. There's also the 8 of Wands, and this signifies that for 2020 for you, this is absolutely the year to go for your goals. You are emotionally prepared, you're ready, you're coming at it with everything, you're blocking anybody who tries to make you fumble the ball. So this is your year, Gemini. This, like, hands down is just a year for you to be the boss that you are. Queen of Chalices is upright. So despite the people who have tried to drain you, you find ways, and you found ways to emotionally replenish yourself. Some of you might have a younger person in your life that inspires you. Some of you might have a child or a childlike person around you. They may be another Gemini, they may be a Sagittarius, possibly Cancer. And this person gives you inspiration. They keep you going. Just going to draw some more. Yeah, this person was put into your life to help inspire you, to give you that emotional rejuvenation that you need. There's also the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So money might be an issue for you this year. You have all the inspiration, but what needs to get right is your money. You have the go-getter mentality, but right now you need to be saving. So with the Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles here, the Six of Pentacles upright, and then the Emperor in reverse, what's keeping you from moving forward and ultimately achieving your goals is you have the right attitude, but you need to be saving your money. You need to spend less and save more. So that's something that you need to focus on this year also. Once you do that, you'll be able to make a lot of groundbreaking movement in your goals. The Tower card is here, showing that breakthroughs are possible for you this year. Just with a lot of goals that you want to do, there's a lot of things that you want to be able to accomplish this year that you hadn't been able to before. Maybe you want to be able to own a home. Maybe you want to buy a car. Maybe you want to relocate. Those things are possible for you, especially towards October, in that part of the year, the last half of the year. The King of Swords is here also, so make sure it's in reverse. So make sure that you are allying yourself with people who make good decisions. You can't afford to do things on a whim and be around people who are going to be irresponsible, because that's going to pressure you and make you feel like you can make irresponsible decisions. And this is not the time for that at all. Like, this is the year to knock out your goals one by one. The Ace of Swords is just here clarifying that. So you need to be very methodical in how you make your decisions. Create a budget for yourself. Write down your goals also, especially Gemini, you're ruled by Mercury. So the more you write things down, the more they can manifest to happen. And the more they're going to stick in your mind for those things to happen. It's going to create focus for you, so you can focus on those things and bring them to fruition in your life. So I'm just going to pull a couple cards for your love life this year and see what's going on with that. So the Three of Pentacles is upright, the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Four of Pentacles. So you're going to have a lot of fun this year also. You're going to be meeting a lot of people, casually dating, going out. With this Three of Pentacles, I think you're going to meet some pivotal people this year in your life. As you work and as you support yourself, other people of that same frequency are going to be attracted to you. And you're going to see your social circle change because of that. It might also lead to you meeting the right person. So that's going to be going on for you guys. Just going to pull some extra cards here and see what else will be going on for you for 2020. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles showed up. So really the area where you're lacking right now, Gemini, which is something that it can be fixed. It's not a big deal, but it is a big deal to you reaching your goals, is your finances. So let's look at a couple ways that you can improve your finances here. So I have the Six of Wands here for you. The Knave of Chalices or the Page of Chalices. So what it looks like to me is that you have had a couple of losses, and when you do get into a place where you feel like you're not successful, or when you feel like you failed at something, it really depletes you emotionally. And maybe one of the ways that you deal with that is by spending a lot, by spending too much. You start to panic as well. You also beat yourself up because you know you have the potential, but you also have the tendency to get distracted. So because of that, in order to save more, you might be thinking, how can I save? I know I have the ability to make these things happen. I just need to figure out an actual written plan on how to do it. One of the things that you can do that's going to stop this pattern from happening in your life again is to focus on your goals and to celebrate when you meet a goal. And instead of, I'm not saying you can't spend any money this year, you know, you have to be able to enjoy life and have fun. One of the things that you can do is to say you make $100 and then you save 40 and then you go spend 20 or spend 15 or spend something and celebrate with that. Go out, get some drinks, go out, get something to eat, buy a new shirt, whatever. And little celebrations along the way, but always saving more than you spend. And then you'll end up with savings in no time before you know it. So in the past, this was something that was a roadblock for you, but I see you moving past that. The Sun is in reverse and the Ten of Wands are in reverse. So this was a habit that was keeping you from opportunities available to you in your life. And you were kind of stealing from yourself with you overspending. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, this was something that you were doing that was a self-sabotaging habit. So the Two of Pentacles is also in reverse here. So yeah, you were kind of sabotaging yourself out of your own financial security by doing these things, and it was keeping you from what you want. Yeah, and with the Star in reverse, that's just clarifying the King of Wands in reverse. Also, that when you were overspending, when you were letting yourself get discouraged and then trying to self-medicate through overspending, then it was keeping you not only from what you really wanted, but it was also keeping you from your destiny, what you were called to do, and what your true self really wants to do. So you might have to make some sacrifices this year, Gemini, when it comes to finances, so that you can budget for the things that you truly want to do instead of buying little things and putting a band-aid on the situation. Save up, and then you'll be able to afford the things that are really going to make some big changes in your life this year. Don't be worried about how it looks to others. With Temperance, this is, you know, be patient with yourself. The saving is going to take some time. It might not be until later in the year that you get everything that you're wanting. However, with the Temperance card, this, because it is a habit probably stemming from trauma somewhere in your life, it's going to take some time to fix. It's not going to happen instantly. So you need to give yourself some time. Know that there might be times when you overspend by accident. You might want to like put $50 away to the side so that you can cushion yourself when you do make a mistake and overspend. Just don't get lazy with it. Don't get too relaxed, but forgive yourself when you do slip up. Queen of Swords in reverse. So a lot of you fear overspending. You might have a lot of negative thinking around money or around overspending. You might need to look into some prosperity affirmations, ways to change your thinking around your spending. Because if you're fearing being broke, then you're just attracting that to you. All right, and then also the Five of Swords. So yeah, a lot of you guys are fearing like being in a hard time. You fear having to financially struggle. But with the Hierophant card coming up, 2020 is, for you, it's also about learning that you have power over your financial situation. So you don't have to fear this Five of Pentacles energy of loss, of financial struggle and hardship. That's totally within your control. But you have to make sure that you save money for a rainy day. You have to make sure that you have a mindset of someone who knows that prosperity is always coming to them, that money is always on the way to them. And don't get sucked into this cycle of fear, because if you're afraid of losing money, it's going to bring that experience to you. So some oracle cards for you as well for your 2020 reading. Let's just pull them out, see what they are. All right, so yes, just say yes. So a lot of you may not see yourself as somebody who is ever going to amount a lot of money, ever going to have that, but you need to think about being that type of person in your life. Imagine yourself, visualize yourself in a place where you're affluent, where you have enough money, where you have more than enough, and say yes to that dream, because it is something, if you're really deep down, think about what you want and what you dream of having, this is something that you really want for yourself. So say yes to that. Say yes to that visualization. Just start to visualize it and imagine yourself having more money than what you've ever had before. Visualize yourself having thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars in your bank account, because the universe wants to give you this. And as you begin to think about positive financial situations for yourself, opportunities will pop up for you to be able to be in a situation where you have more than enough money. A job offer might come to you. You might be able to get a side job. You know, maybe you'll win small lottery winnings or big lottery winnings. Who knows? So definitely put your mind in a yes state of mind. Think about the things that you want to accept in your life and start to imagine that. Also, what came up for you is Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty, Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. So with beauty for you, I really feel like this has to do with affluency for you this year. Your financial situation needs to get more beautiful. It needs to change. It needs to be more prosperous for you so you can live that opulent lifestyle that you want to live. And just have the money to fund your dreams. For you, that's beauty, being able to have what you need to live the type of life comfortably that you want to live. And as you accomplish this in your life, it is possible for you in 2020. 2020 is a big year of manifestation for all signs. And if you devote yourself to this, this positive way of thinking, manifesting what you want, then you'll be able to teach other people. It's going to become a way of life for you, because you're going to realize, especially with this Hierophant card, how much spiritual power you really have when you devote yourself to thinking positive thoughts about what you want to happen. And not only that, but when you devote yourself to the thought pattern of knowing that you deserve to be financially affluent, to have more than enough. And you'll be able to be a mentor to people that see you, living the life of your dreams, that see you living the way that you want to live. And they're going to use you as an example. Even if you're not in their life, they may not know them personally, but they might see you pull up, in whatever car you have that you've always wanted, pull up in your dream car, go shopping, and they might look at you and say, wow, I wonder what they do. I wonder how they got there. They might pull up your Instagram account and, see the lifestyle that you live. Some of you might want to live outdoors or have a ranch with animals, and live an outdoorsy type of life. Some of you might want that. And people will look at you and all that you have and how happy you are, and they'll want to follow your steps as to how you got there. And in that way, you'll become a teacher to those people. So also deep replenishment came up for you. So you do need to take a break, take a rest. Take a bath, take a spiritual bath, and envision all the things that you want for your life. And make that a routine for you, something that you do every week or every other day, whatever works for you. But make sure that you take time to give yourself some TLC. If you have a love interest that's in your life, spend time with them, and make that time all about love, not about arguments, not about any drama or anything like that. But make sure that you're spending that time really appreciating each other's company and really being that rejuvenating, replenishing, safe space for one another, so that you can go forward and be replenished when you go out to achieve your goals and your dreams. For those of you who are single, or maybe you just want to do these rejuvenating activities by yourself, do something that just makes you feel energized, that makes you feel refreshed. And if you don't know what that is already, then go on a journey of discovery with yourself to discover what that is. And make time for yourself each week so that you can do those things. Because it's going to really change your outlook on life. It's going to help you to go towards your goals with more enthusiasm, towards those things that you want for your life. Even if they aren't big goals, it's going to help you to enjoy the process of them happening so much better when you're rested and refreshed. And then boundaries also came up for you. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So just continue with this Justice card, being fair to yourself, and don't let anyone get you out of that this year. No matter what anybody might request of you, what they might want you to do for them, make sure that you set down boundaries. And then also on the flip side of that, make sure that you are that you're not getting into any drama this year that you don't need to be into, that you're focusing on only letting things in your life that absolutely benefit you, Gemini. But this is definitely your year, and I look forward to hearing what you guys want to do in 2020, what you want to accomplish. Comment down below some of your goals for the year 2020 and what you would like to see happen for yourself. Also, make sure that you click the like button and subscribe to see your monthly January reading, which will be coming out pretty soon. I'll also have other readings up for you guys. You can contact me at the number down below, or you can contact me through Twitter at the Queen's Tarot, or on Instagram at _Queens_Tarot, where I post daily tarot readings. I also have pendulum readings and rune readings that you can contact me for if you would like a personal reading. And yeah, so that's your reading for 2020. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them to me. And you can also DM me through, not just through my phone number below, but through YouTube also. All right, well, I'll see you guys later, and make sure that you enter 2020 with a bang and achieve those goals. All right, bye.